Hi, my name is Emma, and I'm here with Jombi. Yay!
I'm Sam. I play lead guitar and I sing backup vocals. Jeez.
I'm Bri. I play drums and keys and do background vocals.
I'm Caleb and I play bass.
So you guys just did Riverbeat. How was that?
It was epic. It was very, very, very cool for us to kind of get to feel like we were better than we actually are for just a day to get toted around.
Yeah, the
and get
illusion.
hospitality.
The
and stuff
illusion was
really
great.
cool. And it was good to play as well.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was cool, repping Memphis as a local band.
I watched you guys' set. It was amazing.
Thank you.
It's awesome. Thank you.
How'd you get the gig?
Well, I met one of our Mempho Connects about 2 years ago at a show that we did at Overton Square, like that stage area. And we traded contacts, and they kind of threw us some stuff over the years. We opened for this guy named Neil Francis, who also played Riverbeat. That was through them. And then right around like December or January, when I guess the lineup was getting finalized, I got a text message. That's pretty much it. Auden, who's not here, we had the same job at the time, and he came over to me. He was like, dude, this is crazy. We freaked out. I called Sam, and I think Sam was like in the middle of doing homework or something. So he was like, dude, that's crazy.
I remember like not being sure. I don't know why. Like I like very quickly read the messages and like didn't like comprehend what they said. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
There you go.
I got excited and then immediately got really scared. But
absolutely.
yeah.
Well, one thing that was crazy to me is that I got inside info that Krungbin was going to be there already, and I was like, oh my god, that's just crazy to be on the same bill.
Yeah, I'd never heard of Krungbin until I watched them. Holy crap, that was
Incredible
ethereal.
show. Incredible show.
I've been a Krungbin freak for a couple of years, and
Really?
I kept telling the guys about it, and they didn't really like get the hype until we saw them in person,
Yeah.
and then everyone afterwards had just, our minds were just completely melted.
It's incredible.
So your first time seeing them was
Mm-hmm.
at, yeah. So you guys, as I know, are going on tour soon.
Yes, yeah. The summer 2025 tour, we did one last summer. We did a bunch of weekend runs and played a lot of cool shows, met some really cool people, went to good cities. But this time, it's a full 2 weeks,
Wow.
no stop.
No
Like
sleep.
one break day in the middle.
Bus.
So
Club.
we'll see how it
Another
goes.
club.
I feel like we're
Another
going to kill
club.
each other,
Cleaning.
but it should be a lot of fun.
So you're nervous?
Yeah, we're definitely nervous. I think we're nervous because there's some new material that we're going to try and throw out there. Auden is in Spain right now. He doesn't get back until like a week before we go, so we have a little bit of rehearsal time. But yeah, I mean, I've got all the shows are kind of together and ready, and I've talked to all the bands, and everybody seems super supportive. All the venues that we're playing are really cool. So I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
More nervous like logistically.
Yeah.
That's
'cause
another
That's what
thing.
like it's
Absolutely.
more nervous. We are very fortunate to work with Music Export Memphis, which is they do great work and they help us out a ton. But just like getting the finances in order and
Absolutely.
booking everything, and we have to rent a van and we have to book hotels and then like.
Food.
And then, like, whenever we're in a city where we know someone, calling them and just, like, bartering, they're like, come on, let's crush on your couch.
I'll put you on guest list.
Yeah, well, that's really big stuff being on our guest list, so.
Usually we travel in Sam's RAV4, which is crowded. That's an understatement. We stuff everything in there. I can barely fit all my gear into it. But this time we're going to try and get a van to be a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works out.
Don't want to spend 2 weeks in a very crowded vehicle.
No.
We could do
I think
it,
it'd be hazardous to our health.
but it would also it would suck.
Where did you guys get your name from? It's a very interesting name.
I actually have this one.
Okay, you
Okay,
take it.
so we have all been friends for a long time. It was the four of us, and we also knew this other guy who was in the band for a minute. His name was Joe. He eventually went to school, but the five of us have middle names that when I put them together, I was like, oh, that actually makes Jombi. So it was like James Bryan Hart, Caleb Maxwell Crouch, Joe Oliver Espinal, Auden Isaiah Brummer, and Sam Joseph Wallace. So I put them all together, and I messed around with the name a little bit, and I just came up with them. I pitched it to them. They didn't like it at first, but it just kind of stuck.
What is you guys' guilty pleasure song?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Hey, if you say yours, I'll say mine. Which is way worse.
I'm trying to think.
Is it Break the Law by Judas?
No, that's like what's that REO Speedwagon song I used to fucking listen to?
Can't fight this feeling
Dude,
anymore.
I used to blast that song. So
No way.
Yeah, it sucked. It's actually genuinely the worst song ever.
Mine, recently, there's been this artist on the rise named Dave Blunts. The thing is, it's like I would never listen to it ever, but for some reason, it's just catchy enough.
It's so
where I'm
catchy,
like,
it's so
okay,
funny.
I'm singing it while I'm like doing chores and shit. There's this one song called "The Cup" that guilty pleasure.
Got that.
No, make it a short.
Right.
I feel like a bad person every time I listen to Motley Crue. There's something about it. It makes me feel very guilty, but I do like a little Motley Crue every once and again.
Yeah, just some Motley in the morning.
When I'm having to do something that seems hyper masculine in a bad way.
When you drive your truck.
Yeah, when I have to drive my pickup truck.
I
Yeah,
got that
exactly.
Motley on.
I know they used to have
awesome.
like bets about like who could go the longest without showering. So I think they would do like weeks without showering on
Yeah.
tour.
Wow.
You know,
And all their songs are about just like womanizing and stuff. I feel really bad, but sometimes it's like
You heard the story of when Nikki Sixx died?
and then they
He did
all
die.
like died and came back to life.
He died and got like resuscitated and went home and shot up again.
Yeah.
like actually legendary.
That's how
It's not. We don't
condone it.
We don't condone it, but
fucking
like
sick.
that's sick.
Well, I guess I said I'd do mine.
All right, let's go.
I'm not gonna teach your boyfriend how to dance with you, but Glee cast version. So
Oh, okay,
Man.
Glee. Yes.
Yeah.
it's so good though.
I never got into the Glee thing.
My
Yeah.
girlfriend loves Glee.
It's
She's like a choir student.
Yeah, she's like a musical theater kid, so.
Yeah, it's a package deal. Choir and Glee. Yeah, yeah.
Comes with it.
Your new album, could you possibly pitch it as like a plot for a movie?
This is what a question.
It's like
So-
the plot of Predator 2. So, you just go watch Predator 2 and you'll understand.
I don't think we, like, legitimately, I don't know how you could. It's not finished yet, so.
Yeah, we only have very raw demos. But there's definitely, I guess, some themes we're pulling from musically, maybe a bit lyrically, but there's nothing. Everything is kind of up in the air.
It's like like a really artsy film that you don't really understand.
Sure.
You know,
Right.
you watch it
That's
once
what it
and
is.
it's like very vague, and then you watch it again and maybe you get it a little bit more. That's like the stage we're at right now.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll, have a more cohesive plot next time we do this.
Yeah.
And
I think we're trying to maybe pay a little bit more attention and be a little bit more deliberate in the songwriting and especially in the lyricism, because we're very like instrumental people. Like, we're very serious about our instruments and trying to write stuff that first and foremost like is fun for us to play and is engaging and interesting. But when you do that and you come up with these like, maybe complicated or maybe slightly heady or just like long, we write a lot of long songs, these like intricate compositions, then sometimes it's like, okay, now what lyrics do we put over this? And it's always normally like the last thing that we do, and so we're like want the song to be done and we want to start playing it live and we want to start recording, and so sometimes I feel like we've like rushed that part of the process. And I feel like something that we've been discovering a lot is for maybe people that aren't as serious about music and just like to listen, that the lyrics are actually like, you know, the most important part of the song to a lot of people. And so we realized that we might be sort of alienating ourselves from like a broader audience by sort of skipping over that part of the production of a song. So just trying to be like personal, deliberate, writing lyrics that we feel like mean something to us and that could mean something to other people, and trying to slow down and like really do it right. I think that's kind of like the theme for this one, is really like trying to slow down our process and make sure we get it like in a place where like, yeah, this is good.
We're definitely, you know, like Sam said, sometimes to our detriment, music first, which, like you said, we're working on, trying to adjust a little bit.
Yeah, maybe not so much as like we're trying to like to put it in like a sort of like, put it bluntly, like we're not trying to like dumb the music down per se. We're trying to like work on our
Elevate the other
what we
part.
think
Yeah.
our weaknesses are as a band, and sort of like bring it up to match. And that involves, you know, like tweaking the process a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about doing that. There were certain things that we tried to do differently from the first record we put out to our latest one, Out to Pasture. Harmonies were a big thing. We wanted to get better at that. And I think we definitely evolved on the lyrical side, but that one, a lot of the songs on Out to Pasture feel a lot more cohesive. I feel like we all wrote them together, whereas some of the stuff that we did in our earlier starting days maybe feel like, hey, Sam had a song and we just played on it, or I had a song and we just played on it. So that's another thing that has been like an evolving sort of goal for us.
So, I have a challenge for you guys. I'm going to ask you, you have 2 minutes to find a record that you would love to do a cover on for your new
Okay.
tour. Hey Siri, start a timer for 2 minutes. Alright, go. Alright, so start with you. What do you have?
All right. Big Star, #1 record. The song I would choose, no, it's not In the Street. It's not The Ballad of El Goodo. It's not 13, okay? I am going to choose Feel, the opening track. I love that song. This is a top 10 record for me.
It's a top 10 record for me too.
Dude.
Good choice.
Yes, thank you.
Boom.
Yeah, dude, that song.
Okay. Are you guys ready for the We Spin? You guys know how to do that, right?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, all right.
When somebody hits a strike in Wii Bowling, they go.
All right, are we hitting that? Oh, I know. Do that.
I'm gonna like, wait, do we jump to
Wait,
the
move
left
that
or
way,
to the
move that
right?
way.
Have to do it because
I
you
don't-
won.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
That was holy fuck, that was awesome, guys. That was top 10. That was fuck yeah.
All right, your turn.
All right, so, it's,
Literally go fuck yourself.
well, no.
Sorry.
That we're a band that likes to dive into more complicated music.
All right.
So, sometimes you need to get away from that.
Right.
And sometimes we play covers that are not that.
Right.
Case in point, all the small things from Enema of the State, 1999, Blink-182's masterpiece. We already covered that one. I'd like to bring it back, personally.
We did.
Because the
know how
last
to play
time
it.
that
No one did.
the last time we played it, somebody walked out of the room.
No. They didn't walk out. They walked into the venue, saw us, and turned around.
Yeah, it was impressive.
It was,
Oh my
it was a venue of
It was-
about 8.
Oh, we bowling spin.
No, he does not get that. That was not a strike.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Yes, it was, Caleb.
He finished the challenge.
Yeah,
so
I won.
3, 2, 1.
Man.
All right. Had to go with the oldie but goodie.
Yeah.
The Beatles,
Ooh.
the White Album.
All right.
There's a bunch that I could pick from. No, it's just one that I found. I was like, I know that one. There's a bunch that I could pick from this thing, but I think to go with Jombi's theme of sometimes making the dumbest decisions and the stupidest mistakes of all time, I would want to I'd want us to cover Revolution number 9. Yes! And I want Caleb to be Ringo. And then I want Bri to make scary noises on his keyboard and just.
You know that's a demo Paul just had lying around.
Really?
And they just put it.
I didn't know that.
Shut up.
But yeah, I'll take the booze for this one.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
I think it'd be very experimental and cool if we did Revolution 9. So
All right.
I'm down to spin.
Down to spin? Okay. 3, 2, 1.
That made a fucking noise.
For the kicker, the off the record question. What is a song individually that means the most to you from your released or unreleased tracks? It's up to you. But tell us why.
Okay, I have a song, and it doesn't mean a lot to me because I like the song, but Vanessa, the first thing on our Spotify page, don't particularly love the song, but that's the reason we started playing together, so that's what I'll choose. Hopefully we never play it again, but no, just kidding.
That was my answer.
Oh, well, cool, you don't get to answer.
I'm not going to answer that. Shoot. Okay. In a similar vein to Caleb, I'm going to pick the song Nothing Left to Say. It's our most popular one, but it sort of started for lack of a better word, new era for us. I think we started kind of getting a sound together that we felt really, really confident about, and it led us into what the next record would become, Out to Pasture. And so, and also, we wrote that song in Caleb's bedroom, and it was just a really cool experience. I think we'd been kind of getting stale a little bit with writing, and Autumn came with that, and we're just okay, this is something new, we can get behind this, and the whole record sort of progressed that way. So I like that one a lot.
Okay. I'll have the sappy pick.
I know what it is.
Break Melt on Out to Pasture. I wrote that one about me and my girlfriend's relationship transitioning into college, and about it being a difficult time in my life of wanting to try and figure out how to do long distance, because I don't go to school here, she does, and kind of just struggling with wondering if staying in a relationship is worth it, even though it's hard and painful, and navigating all of that. It was cathartic in a way to get my feelings out and to kind of express it in a artistic way, and actually helped me a lot. I'm still with my girlfriend, so.
That one's actually one of my favorites.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Jombi. This has
Thank you very
been
much.
Off the Record. Keep it cool. Keep it weird. Stay off the record. Catch you on the flip side.
Oh,
Bye.
Bye.